Eddie the Teddy. The race. Today is race day between Eddie and his friends. Eddie has been busy since the morning. What kind of race could it be? Eddie's friends gather in the Garden of Dreams for the race. Eddie, Giraffe, and Elephant have all gathered. The goal is to plant a flag at the top of the mountain. Now, let's see how the racers will climb the mountain. There is a sports car, a tractor, and hot air balloon. Eddie says, "The sports car is fast, so I want to ride the sports car." Then Elephant says, "But I want to ride the sports car too." Then the Giraffe suggests, "Why don't you spin the wheel to decide who will ride the sports car? I will take the hot air balloon, since I love hot air balloons." Elephant spins the wheel first. Which one will he get? Elephant lands on the sports car. So that means Eddie will race with the tractor. Who will reach the finish line first? Which vehicle will be the fastest? Eddie, Giraffe, and Elephant are at the start line. Ready, get set, go! And they are off. The hot air balloon begins to soar into the sky. The tractor and sports car are on the road. The tractor and sports car are neck to neck. But suddenly, they see train tracks in front of them. They need to wait for the train to pass. Now, the hot air balloon is in the lead, as it doesn't have to wait for the train. Eddie and Elephant wait anxiously for the train to pass. Finally, the train passes and the sports car and tractor go at full speed. Which vehicle do you think is faster? The sports car or the tractor? Then they arrive at a crossroad. There are two paths. Eddie and Elephant have to choose the path they will take. As Eddie is thinking, Elephant zooms past Eddie and turns left. Eddie decides to turn right. Eddie and Elephant chose different paths. No one knows which path will be faster. Where did the hot air balloon go in the meantime? The hot air balloon is flying over the maze, way ahead of sports car and a tractor. Luckily, the hot air balloon in the sky doesn't need to go through the maze. At this point, Eddie in the tractor arrives at the entrance of the maze first. Will Eddie be able to go through the maze safely? Eddie tries hard to find his way out of the maze, but he seems to be lost. Elephant has caught up and also enters the maze. Who will get out of the maze first? The hot air balloon passes the maze and is now heading to the hills. Eddie and Elephant are still stuck in the maze. Just then, Eddie sees a red door in the maze. What is this door? Curious, Eddie goes through the door. Wow, it was the way out. Eddie starts driving fast again. But poor Elephant is still lost in the maze. Giraffe is in the lead, followed by Eddie and Elephant at the back. Giraffe flies over the cornfield. Eddie also heads towards the cornfield. When Eddie arrives at the cornfield, he is so hungry that he begins to fill his tractor with corn. Eddie, there's no more time to waste. You have to get going. Eddie finally sets off again. Giraffe sees Eddie approaching the hill in his tractor, so he flies swiftly towards the mountains. Elephant has escaped the maze and races toward the cornfield at full speed. Oh my, Eddie can't get over the last hill. The corn is making the tractor too heavy to go up the hill. While Eddie struggles to drive his tractor up the hill, Elephant has caught up to Eddie. Giraffe is now on the last stage of the course. He can see the mountaintop. Eddie must have been too greedy. Elephant passes Eddie at the hill. Eddie decides to unload the corn so that the tractor can climb up the hill. Meanwhile, Giraffe in the hot air balloon begins to descend from the sky to the top of the mountain to plant his flag. The sports car is also approaching the top of the mountain. Who will plant their flag first? Eddie, you can do it. Don't give up. Eddie now descends the hill and prepares to climb the mountain. But wait! Look at Giraffe! He gets out of the hot air balloon and plants his flag. Eddie finally makes it to the top of the mountain to meet his friends. Even though Eddie didn't win, the race with his friends was fun. Eddie and Elephant congratulate Giraffe for his victory. Giraffe is given a trophy. Eddie, Giraffe, and Elephant look forward to their next race next month. The end.